Hello and welcome to Oswald's Happy Haunts. Today I have this really big stack of pin mail that I really want to share with you guys. So I'm going to start off with a Wreck-It Ralph pin that I actually traded for. I originally had the Rapunzel one and I traded with someone in one of the pin groups I'm in on Facebook for the Mulan pin that I really wanted to add to my Mulan collection. So here is the Mulan pin. As you can see, it has Vanellope and Mulan sort of like fighting, and then it has like a gold Mushu. And then at the bottom it says GUTB, which I am not entirely sure what that means. I need to look that up. I'm not very good with like a lot of the modern slang, but I got it because I really I love Mulan and I really liked the way this pin looks. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Yeah, like I really love the design they did for this pin with the Mulan and the Mushu, and Vanellope looks really cute. On the back, I don't know if it'll focus on it. Ah, there it is. It says like, I don't know if you can make it out, it says Wreck-It Ralph. And then it has like the little Disney copyright. And then over there, really tiny, it has like the Disney pin trading logo. So the next few items I got were all from the ShopDisney website. The first one being this super duper adorable Dumbo Christmas pin. I absolutely love Dumbo. It is one of my absolute favorite Disney movies. I was about to say it was my favorite Disney movie. I guess you could say it's my favorite of the Disney classics, like the ones that Walt originally worked on. The back is gold plated and it's full of Mickeys. There you could see, if I could get it to focus real quick. You could see the pin trading logo on it. And overall, it's just an absolutely adorable pin, and I can't wait to use this one to... I mean, it's going to end up on my Dumbo pin board, but first it's going to go on my Christmas pin board that I'm making this year. As you can see, the little elf hat has green glitter, and then, I don't know if you can see it, but the collar also has a bit of green glitter, so that's really cute. So I'm really happy with it. And the other two things that I ordered from the ShopDisney website along with the Dumbo are not pins. They are actually two vinyl figures from the Wreck-It Ralph, the new Wreck-It Ralph movie. So the first one I got is the Ariel one, and because this is so reflective, I'm actually going to go ahead and take her out of the box to give you a better look at her. Yeah, you can see it is one of the rock candy figures, and it has the Ralph Wrecks the Internet logo. Then on the back it shows a really cute picture of the vinyl figure. On the side it has a picture of her face, and then this seashell and a heart. And then on the other side it says Ariel, and that's like in like holographic, or is it holo? Yeah, it's holographic. I was about to say it might be iridescent, but here is the figure. I absolutely love her. Ariel and Mulan are my two favorite princesses. I was a little worried about just ordering it online because I like to handpick my vinyl figures, because typically what ends up happening is when I just randomly order things like Christmas ornament or vinyl figures or anything that has like painting, or sorry, that's like painted, it'll end up with like small chips in the paint, or like there's usually something I don't like in like how the details are done. But with this one, most of the details are really good. The only things that are kind of funky are this ear over here that for a moment I thought was a seashell, but and then like the feet are a little weird, like on the sides. I don't know if you can see that, just like they're kind of oddly textured. But other than that, I think the most important things look really good, like her face, her hair, the colors are really beautiful. It's really sturdy plastic, so that's good too. Oh, and I didn't realize this. This comes with a base to stand her up on. So yeah, there she is on her base. And even though I actually own several of these rock candy figures, I've actually never taken one out of the box. I usually just display them in the box in mint condition. So the other one that I got is of course, the Mulan one. And this one I'll also take out of the box to show you. But first, on the back, you can see a picture of the figure. Then on the side, it also has her face, a heart, and in the middle, a sword. And then on the side here, it says Mulan, again in the holographic font or text or whatever you want to call that. I think text is the right word. Ooh, I just realized the paper it comes here is also holographic. So that's nice. I know that's like really popular nowadays. I just like that it's shiny. It reminds me of my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So here is the Mulan figure. And I absolutely love how she looks. I love that she has the short hair. I love the way the face looks, her eyes. I love the friggin' sword. I love that she just has that. I also like that it's kind of like, what's the word? It's like, you know, like in the movie where she cuts it off. It reminds me of that. And then like the jacket is really cute. It's got these really nice details. I'm trying to get like a good, there it is. It's like little mooshoos on it. Trying to get it to like focus really well. Yeah, it's got like little mooshoos on the front, and then on the back it has that same detail. And it has like, again, the mooshu, but it's like larger there. And she's got like little black rolled up pants, like I guess they'd be jeans, I don't know. And her little like red sneakers. Nothing too special, but I really love her, and I think I love this one a bit more than the Ariel one, even though I love the Ariel one too. I'm also considering getting the Elsa and Anna ones. The only reason I haven't got them is because I'm not sure if I want the regular ones or the Target exclusive ones where the Anna figure is eating a sandwich and the Elsa has like snow in her hand, or a snowflake. So I'm not sure which one I want to get just yet. So the next pins I have to show you are special Christmas pins that I ordered, and I actually got these off eBay from a very reputable seller that I've bought from before. I've never had an issue with like scrappers or anything like that. Also, these are very new Christmas pins, so I feel like with newer pins, more recent pins, I don't really have to worry too much about, oh, it's a scrapper, because it just came out like a few weeks ago, and I feel like, I don't know, like it's not really enough time. Obviously it probably is, but anyways, I'm rambling. The first one I got is this 4 set of these like flare pins for Christmas, and I really especially wanted the Mickey ears one and the warm and fuzzy. Although I also wanted the mistletoe one, so I was like, should I buy them individually for like, and just get the 3 that I want, or should I just get the whole set? And I was debating for a while on if I wanted to get this. And then the other set I wanted is this 2-pin set of Mickey and Minnie, and these were actually available on the ShopDisney website. And I really wanted to get them, but I was sort of in pin jail at the moment. I was like, no, I'm not allowed to spend half my paycheck on pins this week. Like, no, I'm not allowed. And it didn't matter because it sold out 3 days later, and it hasn't been back on the ShopDisney website since. So I thought I was never going to be able to get these, but as I was browsing through eBay for like Christmas gifts and stuff, I found these, and it was an auction, and it had I think like 12 hours left, and it was still at the starting bid of $21. And I was like, that's a really good deal, because this 4-pack by itself is $24.99, and then this 2-pin set is $15. So I basically spent $21.99 plus $3.50 in shipping. I saved a ton of money with these, and I'm really happy to have them for my collection, and I'm especially happy to have them now for like the Christmas holidays, so yay! Now, the next pins I have to show you are fantasy pins, and they're actually, I believe the last name is Perrin, but I could be saying that completely wrong. But they were made by, these are fantasy pins, and they were designed by someone named Thomas Perrin, who is an admin in a Facebook group that I'm in called Disney Pinfinity. And what it is that because the group is Disney Pinfinity, there's some pins that he designs and that are sold in the group that say like Pinfinity, and they have like the logo on it. And a lot of them are really, really, really cute, and I've been wanting to get some of them for a while, but it's like every time they have some for sale, it's always like, I have 50 available for pre-sale, and you know, it's like it's like really low like LE numbers, and they always get posted for sale when I'm at work or in class, and I always miss out on it, or broke. That's the other thing. I either don't have the money for it, I'm in class, or I'm at work, and because I miss out on it, but not this time. So as you see, this one is a adorable Jack pin, and these are pretty large pins, like for comparison. This is the Dumbo pin from the ShopDisney website, and then this is the Fantasy Jack pin, just for like size comparison. Like it's a little bigger. But yeah, I love The Incredibles. I own both of the movies. I have a like side collection of Incredible pins. It's not my main just because I don't consider it a main just because it's only like 7-8 pins. Just cause and I've had a hard time over the years finding like Incredible pins. Obviously now that the second movie is out, there's a lot more pins. But I'm really happy to add this fantasy one to my collection. I love the diamond, I love the glitter in it, and it has right there the Pinfinity logo, so it's a really nice pin. I forget what the edition size is. I don't remember if it says it on the back. It does not say it on the back, so I don't know what the edition size is for this one, but I know it's a low limited edition size. I just don't remember what it is. If I remember later, I might look it up in the pin group and post it somewhere on the screen. The other two are this one that's just the Pinfinity logo, and this is, I think, was like the first like one of the original like designs for the pins. This is the like Pinfinity logo that's used in the group, and then this little like alien one, he's holding a Pinfinity, and there was actually a pin similar to this one. It was a limited edition, and it was a cutie pin, so it was like a fantasy alien cutie, so it looked kind of like the cutie ones released by the Ghirardelli store in Hollywood, California, but it was like the little alien, and it was cute. I wanted it, and it sold out, and I wasn't able to get it, but I am happy I got this guy. I do have a collection of Toy Story pins, so this one is definitely going on that board, and you know what? I'm going to put it on the board right now, actually. So this here is my DIY Toy Story pin board. I made it using an old frame that was going to be thrown out. I just basically hot glued a cork board, and then I hot glued a piece of cardboard to give it like a extra firm back. And then I got blue and white paint, and I just painted the little like clouds. As you can see, my Toy Story collection is another like smaller side collection, but it's growing little by little. To Pinfinity and beyond! Yeah, so I'm really happy to have these little guys with me. Now, the other fantasy pins are pins that I wasn't originally intending to get, but I forget who the person who makes this one is. Oh, Bucket of Pins. It's right on the envelope. This is from a fantasy pin maker called the Bucket of Pins. I follow them on Instagram. I'll include a link either on the screen or in the description box, possibly both. And this person makes really, really beautiful pins, but because they're so beautiful and because they're large and they're usually low LE, they're usually like anywhere between like $60 and $80 something, and that's like that's a rarity for me. I very much try to avoid spending that much on an individual pin or a set of pins just because I don't have the money to spend, and I understand why it costs that much. I'm not like criticizing the price. it's a rarity for me to spend that much. However, these two pins that I got in here are absolutely gorgeous, and they were actually flawed pins, and they were on sale for $10. So I was like, I have to, or 15, 10 or 15, I don't know, less than 60. So I was like, oh, I have to get them, they're so beautiful. And this is actually going to go in my Little Mermaid collection, which I'm working on putting together a new board because the current place I have them is way too small for all the Little Mermaid pins I have. So this is from her profile series, and it is Athena and King Triton. And I'm not gonna lie, I was not a big fan of The Little Mermaid 3 Ariel's beginning. I didn't like it. I liked Athena. I liked that intro. I didn't like the rest of the movie, not really. And that's saying something because I love The Little Mermaid too. I love Melody. There's so, like, I really love that movie, even though a lot of people hate it and they say it's a terrible movie. It's one of the worst Disney sequels ever. Oh, ho, ho, it's so bad. But I honestly think The Little Mermaid 3 is the worst out of the 3 mermaid movies. And the one good thing I really love is that I think came out of it is Athena and King Triton's relationship, because they love each other so much, and I just feel like so gooey inside whenever they're on screen together, which isn't very long. I'm not sure what the flaw on these pins are, like detail wise, because I was looking them over and I don't really see, like, it might be, the only thing I noticed is like, oh, maybe that line there isn't supposed to be there. Like, I don't really know what it's supposed to look like. I would have to like look up a picture on her Instagram of like what the original looked like, or like one of the non-flawed ones looked like, and compare it. But it's a really beautiful pin. I love the details on the backdrop with the flowers. She has like glitter on her like shell bra. She's holding the music box, the anniversary gift, and it's a very large pin, like that. It just barely fits in the palm of my hand. And then the pin back, I don't know if you can see that, but let me take the rubber off. But this is a bit loose, so I am gonna have to secure that probably with a little bit of hot glue or something, or maybe some super glue, but I am gonna have to secure that just so it doesn't fall off. And then they both say the same thing on the back, which is sorry, let me try to hold it still and see if I can get the camera to focus on it. Okay, so they both say, well, I guess there's one problem left. How much I'm going to miss her. And it's kind of a weird quote for me, just because the original context of the quote was King Triton saying goodbye to Ariel, essentially, like, well, not saying goodbye to her, but like him finally coming to grips with, she's growing up, I have to let go of her. So like, I'm not sure what the artist's interpretation of that or what they mean by it. The only thing I can think of is maybe like Triton finally comes to grips with like humans aren't evil, because essentially the reason he hates humans is because Athena was killed by them. So once he finally accepts that humans aren't evil, the only problem he has left is how much he misses her. But then the quote is, there's only one problem left, how much I'm going to miss her. I don't know. It's an odd quote to include on the back of these. But I don't know. It's up to interpretation, I guess, what it might mean in regards to like this set of pins. They are limited edition 35, which is really cool. They're very low LE size. Let me show you a closer look of the King Triton one. There he is looking a lot younger. He has his crown. He has the beard. He has the same detail background with the flowers. And then he's holding a pink flower very similar to one Ariel holds in the first Little Mermaid. And that one also has like a fine little like iridescent glitters And yeah, overall it's again a very nice pin. I'm very happy to have it. This one doesn't have any loose pin posts, which it's really good. I'm glad it doesn't have them. Unfortunately, I cannot put this in my Little Mermaid collection right now just because there is no space on this board to put Athena and King Triton. And the funny thing is, this isn't even all of my mermaid pins because I have more and I've gotten more. There's just nowhere for me to put it on this board except for like, where did that one go? Oh, that one's currently on my ITA bag, but essentially if that one was there, there would be no space whatsoever for the other mermaid pins, so I'm just gonna get a bigger board and keep them in a different place. Now, the final piece of pin mail I have is my pin trading monthly box, and I'm really excited to get this. I got one of these once before and I was really happy with what I got, and I had actually filmed an unboxing video, but the video footage got corrupted and that video unfortunately never got to see the light of day. But hopefully this will also have some really good pins for my collection or trading. So let's see what's in here. All the pin trading monthlies come with this little card here that has all their like information. And then on the back, it's like, thank you for your order. Follow us on all our social medias, yada yada. Anyways, the one I got is the deluxe box. I think it was the deluxe. There's the starter, which I believe is 5 pins. The deluxe, which is 10 pins. The signature, which is, I think, 3 limited edition pins. Or no, sorry, 3 pins. One is guaranteed limited edition of 1,000 or less, and then the other 2 are random. And then there's the premium, which might be 5 pins. I forget. I don't order the signature or the premium just because they're a bit more pricey. And I tried to not spend too much because I will often end up spending like half my paycheck on pins if I don't keep myself in check. But they are really good options if you do normally spend a bit more on pins and you like to collect limited edition pins. The signature and the premiere can be really good options because you're guaranteed a limited edition pins. In addition, every month they'll randomly include like that month's Ghirardelli pin. So like every month the Ghirardelli store in Hollywood, California releases pins, and often what the Disney pin trading box does is they'll randomly include like 5 sets. So there's a chance you might get one of the pins that came out that month or even 2 of the pins in your box. And I think if you have a premium or a premiere or a signature one, it might increase your chances because with the deluxe and the starter, you have no guarantee of a limited edition. But anyways, that's enough talking about that. Let's see what's in the box. Ooh. Okay, so the first 3 pins, I'm seeing a Stitch Expression pin, which my boyfriend absolutely loves Stitch pins, so I might give this to him if he wants it. If he doesn't want it, I'll keep it as a trader, or if he wants, he can keep it to trade. We're hoping to go to the parks sometime between now and January 20th because we want to go to that Kingdom Hearts event they're having. The next one is one of the purse pins. This is the Cinderella one, and I actually know a lot of people who are collecting these. So this one I'll probably see if there's anyone who still needs it to complete their collection, maybe trade for something else that I want or need. I personally never got into the purse series. I'm not very fond of the pins where they are like, oh, it's a popsicle stick that looks like a character, or it's a hat that looks like the colors of the character. I'm not very fond of those. It's very rare that I actually like those kinds of pins. And speaking of those kinds of pins, the next one is a Jack Skellington popsicle pin. And didn't these come out kind of recently? I feel like these came out in the last like month or 2. So this is a pretty recent pin. I do like that it's like one of the more recent ones. So I'm sure somebody out there is looking for one of these to complete their collection. So again, that'll make a good trader. Oh, I just saw two that I really like. So one of my main collections is Haunted Mansion, and two of my favorite characters are the Ghost Bride. Okay, technically three, because Constant the Ghost Bride, which is the Black Widow Bride, and Emily Ghost Bride. So those are my two. But then my other favorite, sorry, I ramble a bit. My other favorite is the Hatbox Ghost, and I actually don't have this one of his. This is one of the I forget what they're called. The also sorry that my nails have like chipped nail polish on them. Um, this is I forget what the series was called. It was like the sports teams or something like that. The Jersey ones. It didn't say on the back. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember what that series was called, but this is a really nice pin, and it's going straight into my pin collection. That one's going straight on my Haunted Mansion pin board. The next one, I also don't have. Interestingly enough, because this one's an open edition pin, so it's not like, and it's a current open edition. It's one that they've been selling for many years, so it's not like, oh, it's sold out or anything like that. It's just I don't know why I've just never bought it or traded for it, but this is an Ursula pin, and I think this is the one that when you go to the parks, they sell it. It's a rack pin, and they sell it as a set with an Ariel pin that I also don't have. So I'm really glad to have this. This is going into my Little Mermaid collection once I make the new pin board, basically. Then the other two are also pretty cute, but I'll probably use them to trade. So this one is also from that same like sports line or whatever it's called. This is like the Mad Party teacups. It's a really cute pin. I honestly like the design of it. I just don't collect teacups or Alice in Wonderland, so it's not really something I want for my collection. So trader. And then this one I like. I actually do like this series, even though I know it's kind of unpopular. So this will probably be like a park trader instead of like an online trade or anything like that. But it's a little like Daisy with like nerd glasses, and yes, this is like from the Nerd Cutie series booster pack that was being sold in the parks for many years. I don't think they're still selling it. I could be wrong, but I remember it was in the parks for many years. Oh, this one's cute. This is a little Pluto, and he's all pixely. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the pixely design on like Mickey and Minnie and most of the characters, but for some reason I kind of like it on Pluto. It just kind of works for me for some reason. And then the final two pins, this one, I don't know if my boyfriend might like it. This is one of the Park Pals set, and it has Mike and Sully in it. It's a cute pin, but I just don't really collect Monsters Inc. So I'll either trade this one away, or I'll probably give it to my boyfriend if he likes it. Or maybe I'll give it to him to keep as a trader. I don't know. We'll see where this one goes. But this last one, I'm super excited about. It's another one of those like sports jersey team, whatever that series is called that I don't remember. But it's an Orange Bird pin. And Orange Bird is one of my favorite Disney characters. I absolutely love Orange Bird pins, but I have a hard time finding them. They can be very expensive sometimes, especially like the limited edition ones. Right now I only have, I think, 7 Orange Bird pins. So I'm really excited to get this adorable little one. And look at him. He looks like grr. I mean, get you grr. So he's really adorable there. Yeah, so that is all of my pin mail. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.